Hi, everyone. If you can see me and hear me, give me a thumbs up, please, so that I know that we're all good. I think everyone is on mute, just so that my screen will stay the biggest. But if you can see and hear me, please give me a thumbs up. Okay. Perfect. Okay, great. We've still got a few minutes before we get started, so I will just go through a few things with you. As it is a general level mixed ability class, if anyone has any injuries, feel free to send me a message through the chat facility. You can actually message me privately through there if you want to. And I won't be able to deal with everyone necessarily on an individual basis or keep checking, but if you have a problem, I can try and put some modifications in for that. Or if you know your own limits, just take it easy. If something starts to feel a bit funny, then just on that particular exercise, just give it a bit of a break. And then we can carry on with the next exercise. So just letting a few more people join. There's quite a few of us today, which is lovely on a Wednesday morning. Perfect. Everyone feeling good this morning? If you want to put your video on so that I can see, you can do, but you don't have to, so don't worry if not. Just so that I know that everyone can see. Okay. Yeah, hello. This is so cool. Perfect. Few more people still joining. Nice to see everyone here. We'll let a few more people join in and then we'll get started in a couple of minutes. Everyone feeling good today? You're feeling good? More people joining. Perfect. Okay. We'll give it another minute and then we will get started. Just to recap, if you have any injuries, feel free to put them in the chat facility, or you can send me a private message through there. Otherwise, please just take it easy on that particular exercise. My name is Aneequa, for those of you who haven't done my class before. I'm doing this 30-minute Pilates session on behalf of Our Parks Live. Thank you so much for turning up to tone it up. And it's going to be, we're going to start off with some alignment work and some breathing. We're going to go into a warm, getting a bit of a warm body to make sure that we're nice and safe for the exercises. And then we're going to do some of the main stretches and we'll do a nice cool down stretch to finish. Perfect. Okay. If everyone can just give me a wave. Okay, cool. Let's get started. So we're going to start off in the correct alignment and the posture for Pilates. So we're going to start feet hip distance apart. We're going to have soft knees, which means they have a slight bend to them. Our hips are facing forward and the pelvis is in neutral. So I'll show you from the side. We just do a pelvic tilt forwards and back and find that nice midway point. From there, you're going to suck the belly into the spine, shoulders back and down, nice and relaxed. Chin is parallel to the ground, and imagine a piece of string on the crown of your head pulling you nice and tall. So this is our nice starting alignment and posture for Pilates. Everything should be nice and level, nice and even. And then we're going to go into the breathing. So breathing is a really important part of Pilates, and we inhale through the nose and we exhale through the mouth. So if you want to put your hands on the lower ribs, we'll take a nice deep inhale through the nose, exhale long through the mouth, shoulders are relaxed, we'll go again. Deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and we're going to do 2 more like that. So when you're inhaling through the nose, we're really trying to fill this gap here in the back of the ribs with air. So we'll go again. Inhale through the nose, exhale long through the mouth, and again, deep inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to add in the core engagement. In Pilates, you hear a lot about the core engagement. It refers to a few different things happening at the same time, but we're going to focus on 2 of those things. So we're going to focus on the pelvic floor engagement and the deep tummy muscle engagement of the transverse abdominis. So let's start with the pelvic floor. We'll do a couple of breaths there, and then we'll go on to the deep tummy muscles and we'll do some breathing there and add the 2 together. So hands back on the lower ribs. Now, with the pelvic floor, it's always a bit of a funny one to try and explain to someone. All of this comes with time and practice, so don't worry if some of it goes over your head. But we need to get the pelvic floor engaged. So the way that I like to describe it, imagine that there's a hammock in between your legs and it's pulling all your internal organs upwards. So this real upward feeling to 100%, released by a third. Hold it there. Let's do 3 breaths with the pelvic floor engaged. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale long. This time you're drawing the abs together on the exhale, keeping this area nice and tight. Let's go again. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, keeping those abs drawn together. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Feel the fingers move together as you exhale. As you inhale, they move apart. Perfect. Let's do some breathing with the deep tummy muscles engaged. Hands back on the lower ribs. Now you're going to imagine a corset or a belt tied on the tightest notch just under the chest. And you're imagining that you're pulling it inward. So a real inward kind of feeling. Really tight belt there. Let's do a couple of breaths there. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale. As you exhale, imagine that that belt is being pulled tight. So you've got this real strong, tight feeling here. And let's do another breath there. Deep inhale through the nose. And exhale long. Imagine that belt being pulled tight, keeping this area nice and tight on the exhale. Let's add the 2 together and we'll do 2 breaths and then we'll get started on the mobilization. So hands back on the lower ribs. Now think up with the hammock, in with the belt. Think up and in. Let's do 2 breaths there. Deep inhale. Exhale long, keeping everything drawn in on the exhale now. This area, this powerhouse area should feel nice and tight. Like if I was there and I could come and push you over, you would stay exactly where you are. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale. Lifting from the center, keeping everything nice and tight. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with the mobilization. We'll start with our head and neck. So just gently take a look down, slowly moving the head to one side, back through the center, the other side. Just blow semicircles one way and then the other. One more to each side. Okay. From there, we'll do a head and shoulder stretch. Put the hand on the head, the other hand goes on the shoulder. And this time we're going to look down as you're going to take an inhale. Exhale, look down, gently pulling the head away from the shoulder, creating space in between. Inhale back to center, we'll do one the other way. Hand on the head, other hand on the shoulder, inhale. On the exhale, gently pulling the head away from the shoulder as you look down. Perfect. Okay, cool. Let's get those shoulders mobilized. We're going to do shoulder rolls. So you're going up to the ears and round. Really enjoy this stretch. We're just going to do a few. Going forwards first. Up to the ears and round. Feel that nice warming up of the upper shoulders. And then reverse backwards now. Shoulder rolls backwards. Keep breathing with it. Keep thinking about that posture, the up and in, that core engagement. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Perfect. Let's add the arms in. Keep that posture. Small circles forwards first. So you're keeping the arms nice and straight. The fingers are pointed just to shoulder height. We're doing small circles forwards first. And reverse backwards. Let's get these arms nice and toned during this time of self-isolation. Perfect. We want the arms to start feeling heavy. So circles forward first, and then we'll go backwards. Okay. Give the arms a bit of a stretch, and then we're going to go into our next exercise. So bring the arm in front, and again, the other arm behind. Same arm in front. Okay. We're going to do a spinal rotation. We're going to do a thoracic twist. Today, let's do it with our hands on our hips. So hands on the hips, think up and in, belly sucked into the spine. Take an inhale. On the exhale, you're going to just twist. It's like you want to twist the whole body to one side, but you're just going to twist. Keep the hips facing forward. That's the important thing here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale back to center, upper body twist. Really, really keep those hips forward. Inhale to center. And again, exhale, twist. Let's do two more to each side. Inhale, exhale, upper body twist. And again, last one to each side. Inhale, exhale as you twist. Feel that nice rotation of the spine. And again, exhale as you twist. Okay. From there, we're going to go into a squat, but this time we're going to keep, normally we have our feet wide. This time we'll keep our feet hip distance. So you're going to bend the knees, and you're going to have your arms in front. So I'll show you from the side. Feet hip distance, knees are going to bend, arms are going to stay long, palms facing each other. And you're just going to bend down as you come into that squat, like you're sitting on a chair. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you sit into it. So really keep the arms long. We'll go a little bit quicker, getting the blood pumping a bit now. Inhale as you come up, exhale as you sit. And you're really sticking the bum out when you do this. So we'll do a few of those. Let's do 5. Inhale, sit. Exhale as you come down, stick the bum out. Really nice and low. Keep the arms forward. Think about that core engagement. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Very nice. So the blood should be pumping now. From there, we're going to go into a quick balance exercise. So hands on the hips. You're just going to bring one knee up to about hip height. So balance is a really, really important thing to work on. As we age, it's one of the things that starts to go first. So it's really important to work on the balance, and it's good for the core as well. So think about that up and in. Think about sucking the belly into the spine. Keep the hands on the hips. We're just going to hold that knee there. Really using the core to help you. Bring it down. Let's go with the other leg. Think about that zipped up core. Bring the knee up. Keep breathing with it. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Just a few more seconds on this leg. Really think about sucking the belly in all the way to the spine, helping you with that balance. Really good. Really, really nice job, everyone. I can see that everyone's doing a really good job here. Okay. From there, let's go into just an ankle rotation on one leg. So you're just rotating the ankle one way and then the other to get them nice and mobilized. We'll do the other leg. Then we're going to do one nice roll down to the mat. Okay. So you're going to go to the end of your mat now. Back into the starting alignment, feet hip distance, soft knees, hips forward, navel into the spine, shoulders back and down. Take an inhale. Exhale, you're going to tuck the chin in, bring the chin to the chest. Gently start to fold over. If you want to bend the knees, you can. Otherwise, keep them straight. It's up to you. If you have problems with your lower back, you can bend the knees. You can go as far as you feel comfortable today. If you want to test yourself, try and touch the mat, but you don't have to, wherever feels good. Nice and floppy, arms and head are nice and loose like a rag doll. And then you're just going to take a seat on the mat. Okay. So, in fact, I'll move my screen so that you have a better view. And then we'll get started with some seated exercises. So, we're going to start cross-legged. We're just going to do a nice little side bend here. So sitting cross-legged, really, really nice and tall. Piece of string pulling your head up, navel into the spine. You're just going to bring one arm to the side, keeping the sit bones firmly sat on the mat. And you're just going to reach over. Take an inhale, exhale, extend that hand on the mat even further to get a deeper stretch of the side. Really keeping those sit bones on the mat. Inhale back to center. We're going to go the other way on the exhale. And again, if you want to challenge yourself, just extend that arm on the mat even further. Feel that really nice stretch on the side. Let's do one more to each side. Inhale, exhale, side stretch. And then the other way. Really enjoy that nice side stretch. Extend the hand on the mat even further. Okay, perfect. Really, really nice. From there, we're going to go into a preparation for the 100. If you know Pilates, then you might know what the 100 is. If you don't, it doesn't matter because we're just going to do a simple prep exercise. So now you're going to come to this position. So your knees are going to be bent and you can go ahead and lie down on the mat. Feet hip distance. And you're just going to take an inhale, exhale, come up into a crunch position. And you're going to do 5 pulses. And then roll back down, bring the head back down to the mat. So inhale, use the core. Think about a piece of string in the belly button, pulling it to the mat. So you really, really sucked in. Using the core, you're going to curl up. 5 exhales and pulses, and then roll down. Now, if you do want to challenge yourself, then you can bring your legs into tabletop. So feet hip distance, toes are pointed in this kind of angle. And then you can do the same thing. You can come up into that crunch and then lower down. And we'll go again. Inhale, exhale, up into that crunch and lower down. So if you want, keep your feet down, or if you want to challenge yourself, legs in tabletop. Let's do 3 more of those, whichever option you want to do. Inhale, exhale, slowly curling up, rolling down. Really important to have the lower spine flat on the mat. Let's go again for 2. Inhale, exhale, into that crunch, and lower down. Last one. Exhale up into the crunch, and lower down. Okay. From there, we're going to go into the 1 leg stretch. So legs are going to stay in tabletop. Legs are going to stay in this position. Toes pointed. You can either come up into that crunch position or keep the head down. That doesn't matter at this stage, whatever you feel comfortable doing. And then we're just going to, from this position, keeping the knees above the hips in this nice alignment, engage that core. Take an inhale, exhale. You're just going to stretch 1 leg forward and bring it back to tabletop. Extend the other leg forward, back to tabletop. You'll feel in your own stomach where you're getting the most burn on the tummy, and you can just adjust yourself if you need to. So inhale, bring the legs back to tabletop, hold it there. Extending 1 leg, keep the toes pointed. Make sure the lower spine's flat on the mat. Keep breathing with it. Inhale and exhale, nice and controlled. And you're really using that core engagement to do this exercise. So keep going, keep breathing. If you want to challenge yourself, again, come up into that crunch position and do the same thing. If you're feeling it in your neck and shoulders, then you're not using the core enough. Just keep breathing with it, nice and slow and precise. Let's do 2 more on each leg. Last one. Hug the knees. So now you can just circle the knees around the chest one way and then the other. It should feel like a nice little lower back massage. One way and then the other. And then we're going to move on to the next exercise. So now we're going to do a double leg stretch. So if you want, you can stay with the one leg. Otherwise, we're going to go into the 2 leg stretch. So same position. Legs in tabletop, knees above the hips. Toes are pointed. Core is engaged. Think up and in, suck the belly into the spine. Inhale. Exhale, both the legs stretch now. Back into tabletop. And you're stretching both legs into that nice straight leg position. Bringing them back into tabletop in between. If at any point you need to have a little break, just grab the knees, engage the core, and then go again. You can kind of grip the mat with the palms of your hand and keep going. Have a little, at least 1 second in between in tabletop. Keep breathing. Inhale as you come in, exhale as you stretch. If it's starting to hurt your lower back, then really make sure the lower spine's flat and that you're using the core engagement rather than straining anything else. If that one is a problem for you, then you can go back to the one leg and do the same with the one leg. Let's do 5 more of the double leg and we'll move on to the next exercise. Last 2. And last one. Hug the knees. In fact, drop the knees to one side. Arms in a T position, look in the other direction. Nice side body stretch, drop the knees the other way. Keep the head in the opposite direction. We'll do 1 more of those to each side, just a nice little side stretch. Okay. From there, we're going to go into 1 more core exercise, and then we're going to do a couple of nice shoulder bridges. So we're going to go into toe taps, which is my favorite one to get the core going. And again, if you want to challenge yourself, you can bring yourself up into a crunch. Otherwise, keep the head down. Navel into the spine, lower spine imprinted, flat on the mat. Legs are in tabletop. And all you're going to do is so keeping the knees above the hips. Inhale. Exhale, we're doing a simple toe tap, bringing that leg one at a time into a toe tap, back into tabletop. Again, you'll feel within you where you need to stretch the leg to get that maximum feeling in the tummy, nice and controlled. Nice and precise. Inhale as you come to center, exhale as you tap that toe. Really start to feel it in the tummy. Keep the core engaged. Think about the up and in. Think about the breathing. Let's do 2 more on each side. And then hug the knees. From there, we're going to go into a really nice shoulder bridge. So really, really nice stretch. So now you're going to go ahead and bring the feet back into a hip distance position on the mat. Head is on the mat. Imagine a piece of string in the belly button, pulling it to the ground. Take an inhale. All you're going to do is a pelvic tilt towards you. Raise up into the shoulders. You don't need to go too high. Keep the hips stable. In this position, extend the arms behind and then roll down one vertebrae at a time, extending the fingers to the wall behind you at the same time. The arms come down. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale. Pelvic tilt towards you into that nice shoulder bridge. Keep that core engaged. Arms float behind. Inch the fingers behind you as you roll down. If you want, you can leave the arms out and just do the shoulder bridge. Otherwise, it's really, really nice stretch to get the arms in as well. Let's do 3 more like that. Inhale, exhale, up into the shoulder bridge. Extend the arms behind. And slowly lower as you inch the fingers behind. Last 2. Inching the fingers behind as you roll down. Last 1. Really nice stretch. Really enjoy that stretch, 1 vertebrae at a time, and then the arms come down. Okay. From there, we're going to go into another version of the shoulder bridge. We're going to get the legs involved this time. So we're going to do, let's do just 4 of these shoulder bridges. I'll show you first. Same position, take an inhale. Exhale up into the shoulder bridge. The leg's going to come up nice and straight. Then you're going to roll down from the bridge and then bring the leg back down. Let's go on the other leg now. Inhale, exhale, shoulder bridge. Leg comes up nice and straight. Then you roll down back to a flat spine position on the mat, and then the leg comes down. Let's go again. Inhale, exhale, shoulder bridge. Leg comes up, roll it down. Really good job. Everyone's doing so well. And again, shoulder bridge, leg comes up, roll it down. Let's just do a couple more. Try and keep it nice and controlled, keep the hips stable. One more on each side. The last one. Okay, perfect. So from there, we're going to go into the side lying exercises. So I'll show you first. You're going to just come up onto, you can, again here, you can challenge yourself. So either you can straighten the arm and have your head on the arm. Otherwise, you can prop yourself up. Otherwise, you can come up onto your forearm. So I've got a few different options. But I'll go with this option here. You're going to use the mat as a guideline to lie nice and straight, have the body aligned nice and straight. Hips are stacked on top of each other. You don't want to be falling one way or another. Navel is sucked into the spine. So keeping the arm and the head nice and comfortable. The other hand can be a supporting, just can support you. Keep the toes pointed. And we're just going to do some circles with one leg, side lying leg circles, this exercise is called. So bring the leg up to hip height is fine. Suck the belly in. And you're just going to do small circles with that full leg all the way from the hip bone. Really imagine that there's a paintbrush just painting circles. It's on your big toe and it's painting circles on the wall in front. Use that whole leg. Exactly. Well done. I can see some of you are doing it really, really nicely. Again, it's one way you have to think about the precision and the control. Suck the belly in. Really stirring that thigh. Keeping the toe pointed. Start to feel it on the outer thigh. The smaller you do and slower you do this exercise, the more you're going to feel it. That's the beauty of Pilates, using all these small muscles. And then let's reverse that same leg. Keep the rest of the body aligned and exactly where it is. Keep going. Perfect. Give the thigh a smack. We're going to move over to the other leg, but before we do, let's do a front-facing quad stretch. Lie on the front. You can have your head on the mat if you want. Bring one leg in. Just feel that stretch. on the front of the thigh. Take an inhale, exhale, bring that leg in. Switch sides, bring the other foot in now. Just really pull that foot in towards the bum on the exhale. Inhale, exhale, really want to stretch out the quad. Feel it on the front of the thigh. Perfect. And now we're going to switch to the other side. So we'll do a few this way. Again, prop yourself up. You can choose where to have your arm and your head. You can lie the head on the arm if you want to. Otherwise, stay nice and propped up. Again, nice and aligned, keeping that body nice and central. Navel sucked into the spine. Again, small circles. So you can have this other hand as a supporting hand. That paintbrush on your big toe. Painting circles using the entire leg. Keep going, really, really stirring that leg as if you're stirring honey. Keep breathing into it. Think about the up and in. Think about the breathing. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And reverse the other way. Just a few more. Okay, give the thigh a smack. We're going to go straight into our cat stretch. So if you want to come up onto all fours now. Hands are underneath the shoulders, the fingers are spread, knees are underneath the hips. You're in a hip distance position. The crown of the head is pointing at the wall in front. Suck the belly in. So you're looking down at the mat. Take a nice deep inhale. As you inhale, arch. As you exhale, just reverse. The head sticks up in the air and the bum's in the air. Inhale, arch. Exhale, reverse. Really stretching everything out. This is great for lengthening the spine. Again, with the toes, if you've got your feet flat on the mat, that's fine. If you want to give the toes a stretch, prop them up like so. We'll do a few nice cat stretches here. Tuck the chin in. Exhale, reverse. Really enjoy this stretch. And again, inhale, arch, exhale, reverse. Let's do a couple more. Last one. Everything. Really tuck the chin in. Be sure to bring the chin to the chest on the arch. Exhale on the reverse. Okay. Final couple of things here. We're going to do a hip flexor stretch, and then we're going to do a posture check at the end. So go ahead and lie on your back. Bring the soles of the feet together now. So bringing the feet are touching, lower spine flat on the mat, hand on either knee. Imagine there's a heavy weight pushing the knees all the way down to the ground, getting a deep stretch of the hip flexors and the groin area. Take an inhale. Exhale, really stretching the knees all the way down to the mat. And again, inhale, belly breathing now if you want. Exhale, stretch the knees down to the mat. Let's go again. Inhale. Exhale, really pushing those knees. Imagine that they're touching the mat. Feel that nice stretch. Last one, inhaling through the nose. Feel nice and relaxed. And just stretch out the hip flexors there. Go ahead and straighten the legs. Just extend the legs forward. Let the feet fall either side. Palms facing upwards. We'll have just a little minute here for ourselves. Keep the eyes closed, palms facing upwards. Take a nice deep inhale. Relax the jaw. Feel the face is relaxed. The shoulders are relaxed. The arms all the way into the fingertips, nice and relaxed. Moving down the body now, all the way down from the top of the thighs to the end of the toes. Nice and relaxed. Just breathing, taking a minute for yourself. Clearing the mind of any worries, clearing the mind of anything. It's trying to get in the way of your relaxation. Enjoy this minute. You've done a really, really good job. You've taken this time to do something good for yourself and for your health. You've done your exercise for the day. Perfect. Okay. Slowly turning to one side now. You're going to slowly turn to the side. Sit for a second, and then we're going to come up to standing to do a nice posture check with the alignment and see how we've done. So come back up to standing. So if you remember that nice alignment that we started in, we're going to get back into that now. Feet at a hip distance. Knees are bent and soft. Hips facing forward. Suck the belly into the spine. Shoulders back and down. Imagine that string pulling you nice and tall. Think about the up and in. Let's do a few heel raises here. Hands on the hips. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, rise up onto the toes. Hold it there. Feel that nice stretch. You're just coming up onto the toes. Think about that nice balance and then lower down. Let's do a couple more. Inhale. Exhale up onto the toes. And lower down. Last two. Inhale, exhale up onto the toes. Think about up and in. That's your homework. Think about that up and in, that core engagement, and lower down. This will be the last one. Inhale. Up onto the toes, hold it there. Keep the head where it is, and then lower the heels as you feel that nice elongation of the body and stretch. And then you're done. Thank you so much, everyone. You've done such an amazing job on a Wednesday morning. Well done. Come and see all of you. Thank you so much. You're all amazing. Everyone's done so great. Thank you so much. And I will see you on Monday at 7:30. Oh, any messages, please do chat. I like to see all these lovely messages. Have a nice chat. Have a great day. Yay.